distance.
No, it definitely is. And maybe you sort of get that stress going for eUnited. We know they're a team when it comes to these big tournaments. They typically go game 5 a lot, right? Just sort of, you maybe stop that momentum. Again, they had a good last couple of weeks. Maybe Echo Fox can get them off to a slow start. It's a great opening for Echo Fox. They find a couple of kills. When Echo Fox were going 6-1, it was really behind Saints in that hard point. He was a big help in the respawn. He was about a 1.24 when they were 6-1. So look at Saints as that guy who's going to be the key factor for Echo Fox.
He's got to be huge for the Echo Fox side. On with Saints right now as he's finding kills, water side of the map. His teammate, Temp, I believe, spawns all the way out top underground, so he's got a chance to collapse as we start to focus on the rotation towards Main Street. 20 seconds remaining here at Statue. So far, so good for eUnited when you talk about the overall scoreline, but really not a ton of time for either team so far.
No, but you can see Faceno, he's starting to rotate on over. He's going to have a couple opponents. You have Placer, he's in the back, and then he's going to get some help. Arcees and Pristini, the twins. A very solid setup right now for eUnited towards Main Street, but all of Echo Fox are here. There's a couple of spawn outs. So right now, you have a 3 versus 3. 2 go down, and Nades now a 2 versus 2 over by this Main Street. Here's Saints able to find a kill, and you have Arcees, though, being so sneaky in the back, just being annoying, a thorn in the side of Echo Fox.
Pristini will be the next stand up. It's a little bit staggered right now for eUnited. They haven't been able to put a lot of pressure on the hard point. Now, Echo Fox wrapping up the time. 3 players sitting from the top. Arcees drops bottom. So now, Echo Fox all the pressure is coming from the front side of this hard point. Are they up to the task? 2 kills do go through. You have 3 in a row for Facento, 3 in a row for Temp right now, and they're a lead change as Echo Fox has gotten rolling here on Main Street, Joe.
Yeah, 20 seconds left. There's just 1 player left. It's Arcees. They're going to find him. That's 3 dead. All right, start to watch those arrows. You already have Aqua here in a good position. You thought, but Clayster rips him off that position right there. Pristini, he finds a kill. So eUnited, they're going to rotate on over. Not a solid lead for Echo Fox, but, not scary at all if you are eUnited. But again, it's only a couple of players. Those last 2 players from eUnited actually spun out very far underground. So Echo Fox, they have an opportunity right here. And there we go. Both players are dead right now. eUnited, maybe just a little bit too much pressure on that Main Street hill. Just rotate to the new hill. And now you're in a position where that player has streaks. Faceno on a 4 spree right now at 6-3. Maybe can find an easy kill, but he gets snuffed out by Pristini.
You still get the glide bomb though to work with, and great stuff by eUnited to break right back in.
Yeah.
Exactly. You get broken, maybe a little bit frustrating, but your first push back in, you get through. Slow start from Aqua though, 3-10 on this Echo Fox side. Nice one-on-one win there against Arcees. Not going to be a collapse quite yet as 2 players coming off the spawn right now at the backside of Fire. Lead change now back to eUnited. A very tight one here, at least in the early going, Joe.
Yep, fellow, he's going to find a couple of kills, but the main kill that just went down, Pristini on the Temp. Temp was the one guy for Echo Fox who was still alive barrel side. You do have Faceno and Aqua trying to rotate, but there we go. Fellow, he backs on up. He's on a 6 spree, starting to go off. You know he can be that X factor, but he doesn't expect that player. That could have been more. The one good thing, though, is Faceno actually blows up his teammate. But on the other side of the map, you still have Echo Fox trying to get pushed on up. But Pristini, he's able to find that kill. And here we go, eUnited. They chain together lower docks and barrel building. This is where you can see a first big lead for them.
Yeah, and you get 2 very different uses out of the glide bombs that come in from either team. A team kill for Echo Fox and a clear from eUnited. They're set up inside, but the contest is there on the front end from Saints, who's just trying to be a nuisance. He's already won 1 gunfight, but will get traded out. Arcees next man up. There's a bit of a crossfire going in, but it's actually the bar of Aqua that finds an opening. So despite the fact that Echo Fox haven't had spawns, they've so far done a solid job of contesting for the majority of this. But now you've got Pristini in a spot to try and make a play. But once again, it's Saints finding those entries at the front of the hard point.
Yeah, and really quick paradox, if we can, after Arcees, let's check on Aqua, because he had a very slow start. I want to see if he actually did switch on over to that bar, because he was running a sub. So yeah, they were going up against 2 ARs, and you saw Aqua at one point was 5-14. So remember this transition point. We'll see how Aqua finishes, because he just switched on over to that bar. But it doesn't matter. eUnited, all 4 dead for Echo Fox. A perfect break at Crane.
And look how far up you have Arcees and Fellow on the map. This is going to be so difficult for Echo Fox to put any pressure forward as Fellow's gutting him down. Arcees is finding kills as well. And this has been a textbook setup here at Docks Crane for eUnited. That was beautiful, Joe.
It just can't happen. I mean, there's already 2 breaks that I can talk about. Lower docks and this Crane Hill. That's 2 where Echo Fox had a full 4-man setup. and they just allow eUnited to break on through. You know you cannot allow that to happen. Plus, Fellow, well, he's on a 6 spree again. What a game already from Fellow. We'll see, though. Can he get all those streaks? Just needs one more kill. Bullet kill and assist. There it is. Can he get the fighter pilot? Pulls out the pistol.
Ooh.
Not able to do so, but hey, you'll take the glide bomb. You'll take the artillery.
Definitely. Some added utility to work with. 120 to 51 the scoreline right now. eUnited hasn't buried him yet, but a nice advantage in this. And again, they were favored in this one. This has been one of their better hard points throughout the course of stage 2. So not shocked to see this scoreline, especially with Echo Fox's performance and hard point overall. If you're eUnited, though, I just feel in this series, you need to put them away early. Right now, they're doing a good job. But the overall scheme of the series, they need, if they're going to take this, like you're talking 3-0, 3-1, you have some very good maps for eUnited early in this best of 5.
Yeah, I mean, don't allow Echo Fox back into the series, really, because, I mean, we saw what they were able to do during the regular season. As soon as they won one map, it just felt like everything just sort of swung in their favor. So let's keep an eye on that. But, Fellow, yeah, 24-12 on another 5 spree.
Well, he's going off. But remember, you mentioned talking about the time when Aqua switched. I think he died 6 times in a row.
Kills.
But before that, he was struggling, Joe. But right now, it is eUnited with a large edge, just trying to hold on and secure this game 1 in our second matchup here at the Stage 2 playoff. I want to hear the comms, guys. Let's go to an Astro Gaming listening with eUnited.
Go 1 in Lights weak, 1 in Lights weak.
Yeah, I'm coming.
1 in Lights weak and 1 in Hill.
I got him lights, I got him lights.
1 in Hill,
Kill weak, dead.
1 in the back there. He's weak back there. 1 B cut, 1 B cut.
Watch on the back, watch on the back.
Big kill, B cut.
Nice,
Nice.
he's weak.
Big kill, B cut.
Gate got me. He's pushing clear start.
Let's go.
Front sword, dead.
Nice.
Watch my gate, guys.
Yeah, watch the gate, watch the gate.
One's gate.
Coming to the back with you.
Preston, I'm gonna look deep, Preston.
I got your left.
Gate sun.
Coming from the back,
I
Tyler.
got needed. Gate sun, guys.
I'm looking at gate.
I spawned in the back.
Gate. You know what? Other kid. Two more. I
Yeah,
spawned in
I'm
the back.
pinching up. I'm pinching
Go
up.
ahead.
One more on me.
Got him.
Nice, good up.
Nice. I'm
I'm about to rotate.
You might
Yeah, they're
be
spawning down docks. They're spawning.
Yeah, they spawn docks. One stat, our water steps price. You're from fire.
I got water steps.
Going around docks. Yo, I have a glide, guys. I have a glide.
Another one water steps.
One
Yo, he's
water
ran me so steps.
Nice.
So
Yo, we
steps.
can beat him in new.
He ran away.
One's spawn back fire. Yo, listen, one's back fire.
Alright, I'm about to use a glide, okay?
That kid spawned in new.
Alright, yo, listen, one side tin, I'm going for that kid. I'll kill that kid. One's in fire, 2 in new. 1 in fire, 2 in new.
Yeah, Aqua and fire. Hit him once.
One shot, I can't do
Spawn
it.
underground?
Just wait.
Yo,
Tyler.
one
One
back.
shot our door, right in front of you, on your side, our side behind you.
Aqua's in fire.
Nice, that was
2 in fire.
Stay
2
alive.
range. Just
Just
2.
gotta stay
Another
alive.
one.
Nice,
I
Alex.
need to
Fucking
cross,
go.
I need to cross. One more
Go
gonna be
get your
docks.
back.
Go, one coming in from fire side. Wait, docks. Stop 2, docks 2. There's 2.
I got you.
There's 2.
I got you.
I'm coming. I'm catching the door.
Docks weak and 1 in doorway. Docks weak, fire ladder, 1 in
Doorway
doorway.
weak. Yeah,
Alright, yo, chill it out. One back to water stairs, challenging you fire side.
One climb
Nice.
down.
Let's go, Alex.
Nice.
I spawned beer, I spawned.
I'm holding the cross. I'm holding the cross.
He's in our door.
Yeah, he's in our door. Window.
1 shot in fire. Yo, Julie's 1 shot
Behind the
fire.
box. He's behind the box.
Julie's 1 shot fire.
Yo,
last 2 hill.
Behind the box weak.
He jumped out.
Guys,
Could be playing streaks. Yo, 1 stone stairs.
Donnie
I
dead.
spawned underground.
I'm from fire right now.
Push you out.
Holding mid.
I got
Nada.
streaks.
I'm holding mid right now.
Bryson Hill on the box.
All good. Just right.
Hold the back. Yeah, I'm holding the back.
Holding
I'm
mid.
only beer steps.
I'm gonna glide.
Yeah, go for it. Go for
Only
it.
beer steps.
There's one going up your steps, one to statue, one to wall.
Sunset.
I don't see it. I don't see last
Statue,
guy.
one shot. Nice. That was
I
you.
see last guy.
I'm holding the back.
I got time.
Holding the back.
Old. Kill me. He killed me.
Remember the setup. I have underground.
I'm gonna barrage beer steps. I'm gonna barrage water. Beer
Water
steps.
I'll pick up your steps.
eUnited still up roughly 80 points overall. Joe, thoughts on that listening?
I thought great communication between everyone. You saw the street call up by Fellow. Everybody waited on it. I think the one thing was as soon as Echo Fox got into a bit of a comfortable position there at lower dash, you heard Clay sort of say, all right, everybody focus up. Let's slow down. Make sure every push is a team push. And you saw that. But, hey, it doesn't work out, but they rotate to that barrel, and artillery goes down, and they're comfortable. Still a 90-point lead right now for eUnited. All 4 of them are positive. They're looking good right now.
They have been lights out in Respawn. If you talk about the final couple weeks of Stage 2, eUnited have been absolutely stellar, and they're showing you some of that now. Echo Fox at risk of getting buried here in Game 1. They've only got 108 points on the board, and eUnited looking to close this out. They've got 10 seconds left inside a barrel building, and then we'll start to focus on this next rotation. Temp gets 3 kills in a row. He's at 32 and 29, and at least setting them up a lot better for Crane than the first time through.
I mean, just looking at Echo Fox's scoreboard, everything makes sense except for Aqua. Temp, plus +2. Saints around even. Faceno around even. A solid performance from those guys. But then you just have Aqua at 16 and 31.
Didn't you tell me you were watching scrims earlier and Aqua was destroying?
Yeah, Aqua had 54 kills or 52 kills on 11 docks when they were shooting against TK. Yes, it was just practice, but you're thinking, hey, Aqua's going to have a big day. Maybe just a slow game one. We'll see how he progresses. But really, the rest of the Echo Fox guys are here. They're in this series. It's really just him, who, again, still double negative.
It's a guy that you rarely see double negative, right? Yep. He's consistent when you just talk about what he can put up from a KD standpoint. They've got a nice docks crane hold at least, but still a ton of work to do. I mean, United only 23 points away.
Echo Fox still alive, though. They have not made this an easy finish, right? They have not allowed eUnited to close it out. So a good hold here at this crane hill. I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff on London docks before.
That's true.
Let's see. Everybody on a spree right now from Echo Fox. As we're going to head back to Statue with just 1 second left. Nobody in it right now, but Aqua, he's starting to win a gunfight, but that's traded out. So eUnited, they're on the hill right now. They're going to try and close it out here on Statue.
Crucial seconds right now, and look at the spawn coming out towards Useless for Echo Fox. It's going to take them so much time to get back in, and eUnited now just need 10 points for this map one. They have been so solid throughout. Just look at the top right of the scoreboard. +5 for Fellow, +5 for Clay. RC's right there as well. And Pristini, he's been flying around the map. eUnited get it done in convincing fashion for map one. And I think what's a little bit scary, it's what, St. Marie Search coming up next? So we mentioned it was 10 and 4 on docks for eUnited. Joe, just guess, what do you think St. Marie is for eUnited? I'm just gonna tell you, they're 8 and 2.
Okay, well,
8 and 2. So
that's good.
Yeah, quite good considering. I mean, honestly, Search was where they really struggled throughout the course. Because think about it for United. 1 and 4 on docks, 3 and 4 on Force, 0 and 1 on Texas, 2 and 3 on Valve, and then 8 and 2 on this specific map. So when you at least talk about the 2 maps to kick off this series, it favors eUnited heavily.
Yeah, so maybe, eUnited decided we want to pick game 2 instead of game 1. So maybe that game 1 was, Echo Fox's choice. So if that's true, maybe you're feeling comfortable. But the other side of it, and we just saw this with UNILAD and TK, maybe Echo Fox is thinking, all right, we know we're probably going to get St. Marie Search and Destroy. Let's just let them have it. And then we can sort of counter-strat that, right? There's so much VOD where they've played it 10 times. Because, again, we just saw that with TK and UNILAD. UNILAD, one of the best in the world on St. Marie, Dumont Search and Destroy, but it felt like Team Kaliber just didn't know how to control that pace, control that tempo of that game.
But you can't count out Echo Fox. I mean, I know Tim's tweeted, like, I must have the most reverse sweeps on this title. They have a million. They did it against TK. They did it against a bunch of opponents. Like, I remember at one point, one of the weeks, they had 20 possible maps they could play in 4 series. They played 19. So, like, they are going the distance in a lot of series. But it just feels like, yeah, especially after the game 1 goes to United, if Echo Fox are going to win this, it's probably going to be in 5 games. But eUnited obviously come out very hot there in the game 1. I believe Jess had the chance to talk to Pristini.
Thanks, Clint. Yeah, that's right. I did get a chance to talk to Pristini, and he said, well, we're feeling confident about this match, but we're always feeling confident regardless of who we're playing. He did also add that he feels they've been playing lately the best that they've ever played, so definitely chalk that up to some more confidence going on. He said that S&D is their worst game mode. They've been working a lot on S&D, but he thinks that if they can take this first S&D coming up here, that they'll be able to take the whole series. Now, Echo Fox, on the other hand, I did speak with Temp, and among other things, he said that their hardpoint is something that they've been working a lot on. He was saying that if they won the first hardpoint, that they would win the series. So unfortunately for him, it's not working out quite in their favor, but let's see how this next map goes. Clint and Joe, back over to you.
I mean, that kind of mimics what I said at the start of this. Like, if they can take that hardpoint, like, you feel really good for Echo Fox, but obviously not that close of a game. eUnited able to take control in that one. But when you talk about the S&D, remember St. Marie. This is one where eUnited, I mean, they play, I don't want to say reckless, but they take a lot of map control. They play very fast, because remember that series they had against Rise Nation where they beat them? And I think TJ afterwards, like, it's hard, he said something like, it's hard to beat stupid. Like, they felt like they were just running around. Fellow had a lot of late flanks. I think half of Fellow's kills were basically shooting players in the back.
Well, even saw like Pristini, who just, like, he was in the inner bomb site, and he just walked on up, right? Like, they were trying to set up their push, and he was just like, I'm gonna take it to you. So yeah, I mean, eUnited, they take a lot of risks, and it's something when you have guys like Fellow and Pristini, why not? Why not take those risks? Those two guys just love those situations.
And I think what's tough for Echo Fox too, if you look back at something like Seattle where they go on a run, their search was good, but they relied on, I remember so many times Aqua had to clutch, like these 1v2, 1v3 scenarios where Aqua has to go big. So he's one of their shining stars in search. Is it tough to bounce back after that double negative game 1?
I mean, it's kind of, I feel like he's one of those players in that situation that's probably thinking, like, yeah, my bad game 1, but Search and Destroy is my game type. I'll take care of this. I'll bring this one back. But, I mean, you can kind of see, yeah, maybe a bit of frustration from Aqua. Sometimes we don't, normally see that. But, again, if you're Echo Fox, this sort of just plays to the story that our hardpoint isn't there just quite yet. Let's focus on the search and destroy.
A huge game 2, and you mentioned the previous series, obviously a big upset. You had one team very good at St. Marie, one team not so great, but it was TK that were able to take it. And the one thing that does stand out, when you think about the fact that on the eUnited side, they're 8-2 on it. They've played it so many times. You know, if Echo Fox are doing their homework, there is a ton of search gameplay to watch for them on that particular map.
That is one thing that is, I think, beautiful about sort of round 1s of playoffs, right? It's hard to predict round 2 and round 3. And you can do your preparation, but you know in that Friday match exactly who you're playing. You know which maps they love to play. How can you counter-strat that team? I think we just saw that with TK and UNILAD. I think we're going to see it all day long here today.
This is just fun. You know, we've been joking around like this. Basically, you come in and look at these round 1 matchups. It's like looking at a championship Sunday at Nobody event. Like, the matchups are just ridiculous. We have this one, then we have Rise versus Red, which is a rematch from the Anaheim final. And then you take a look at Optic Faze, which is a rematch from the Stage 1 final. And you have some different players in the mix, but still a lot of history. There's been a ton of Call of Duty this year, a lot of matchups between these squads.
And I think if you look at those matchups, it's very similar to what we're talking about, right? Red and Rise. Red feels if we win game 2, we're going to win this series. Optic Faze, I was talking to Reap. He said, yeah, our hardpoint's still pretty weak, but if we're able to steal in game 1, hey, I'm feeling pretty comfortable. And it was the same thing with TK and UNILAD. So these teams, they have their strengths and weaknesses in the game modes.
Yeah, that was, we talked about it on Hot Mic a bit, but yeah, that stood out absolutely. Just major standouts when you talk about those strengths and weaknesses between teams with regards to a couple of the major game modes. Obviously, Search and Hardpoint accounting for 4 of these 5 maps. But Clayster, he has to snipe out. Temp wants to peek him, and Clayster not quite able to snap.
Yeah, you see him trying to jump on over. Temp now just proned. They're still going to have this 1 versus 1. Both are going to take it. Clay, though, able to come out on top. But as the rest went down, Aqua, he also got killed first. So Aqua still not having the best of matches. A 2 versus 3 for Faseno and Saints.
Saints in trouble right now as he's taking some fire from top red. Will get out with his life. But they've got to try and work this bomb plant in a tough position. And you see that highlighted player on the minimap is going to be Clayster.
Well, watch Faseno. Watch that number 3. That's the bomb. You can see sort of the bomb starting to sneak up the map, and he's getting into a very good position. He's going to find a free kill.
It should be shot in the back, though. Should be shot in the back.
Yes. I had no idea what he was doing.
Yeah, I think Clay just wasn't focusing mid-map at the time. He was more looking over that A site, so he slipped through, got a kill, but Clay hits the shot and able to trade it. That's a big one because you have a snipe in that position. You miss that shot, that's where you may get turned on.
Yeah, but Saints, you would have loved that kill back. Maybe force that 1 versus 1. Now with 20 seconds left, you're going to jump on in. Free kill for the United squad. Round 1 goes to them.
We saw the opening sniper duel between Temp and Clay. Curious to see if that'll be a theme over the course of this search and destroy. If maybe they'll begin to mix things up. On this particular map, though, you know, you kind of heard accuracy talk about it on the desk, just how important, you know, getting into B, timing those nades. Obviously, the timings on this particular map have, you know, changed a couple times over the course of the year with the change to defensive spawns. But wow, that was a treat to watch TK though in that game too. Man, they were hard countering everything that UNILAD was trying to do.
Yeah, we'll see what the United go for. It's looking like a potential B hit. You're gonna have Clay going up top. Echo Fox, they sent a lot of presence towards middle. There is another snipe. And it's on to Aqua. Aqua's been first blooded already. He's just not having a good one. We'll keep talking about it, but yeah, he's just...
Get me out of the series.
There we go. Nate goes down. Clayster, he sees that player trying to work the flank. That was Saints. Dives on across. That's a good kill. Now a 2 versus 3. Temp is also here. So a 1 versus 2 for him.
Can Temp pull this off? He's got 35 seconds to try and do it and work the defuse. Going to be so hard to take Arcides off that power position behind bomb, and you've got Fellow at the tower. He's already been tagged up. The pre-fire comes in, they back him up, and now just not a lot of time to work with whatsoever.
Yeah, stun doesn't even hit as well. It's so tough to win that gunfight. And eUnited, another comfortable round. The snipe opens it on up, and then you just get that B bomb site for free.
United, it just looks like they have not slowed down at all. And you know, we talk about the fact how big confidence is, especially, you know, for particular players. Like Brasini's been all over the place with that. He said on Hot Mic he's been feeling so confident. He's not shooting circles anymore.
You just heard what Jess said. Like, they feel they're at their best right now.
They're showing it. Absolutely showing it. But do you think maybe frustrations start to brew early in this series for Echo Fox?
Don't they always? It feels like they always do. And I think that's why a lot of people wanted to play this Echo Fox team, right? If you had to be a round 1 matchup, it'd probably go that way. But here we go. Beast bomb site chaos has begun. Trades back and forth. Arcees, though, going to find another one on a Faseno. And just like that, it's a 1 versus 3 for Temp. So another clutch situation that he finds himself in.
such a tough spot. 1v2 on side again, and yeah, they just
got to slow down.
Yeah, these just haven't really been all that close, have they?
I mean, the first couple of rounds, you probably just contribute to United able to take that with the numbers that they get from Kaliber, but they try to speed it up, and it was easily countered by eUnited. They're not going to be able to slow down this time because eUnited can just take it straight to B. But on the next offense, especially if they don't lose this, I would love to see Echo Fox just sort of spread out, wait 30 seconds, and then try to work a pick, because the faster these rounds go and they don't go their way, the momentum is just shifting so fast to eUnited.
Can Echo Fox stop the bleeding? It has been ugly early on. Aqua has already gotten into a position at that front courtyard. Waltzing up mid-street is Facinto as well, so instead of slowing down, they're bringing the pressure once again. A couple kills come in, Tim connects on the snipe, Rustini gets his head ripped clean off, and now it's just Kaliber with a snipe inside a winery, and he's gonna drop. So 4 up, 4 down, a very, very needed round there from Echo Fox.
Yeah, I think so. You know, being down 4-0, very frustrating. They're able to bring this one back, and as you said, it was just the map control they were able to get. You had 2 players pushed up so far into that middle cube. You had 1 guy up the A site, so a good call for them. They knew that eUnited was probably going to go back to B, especially with how it's went so far. We'll see now, what can Echo Fox do? I have a feeling we're going to head towards that A bomb side. We haven't seen it too much yet, but it's looking like they're going to spread out a little bit. Clay versus Temp. That battle again finally goes the way of Temp. So a first blood.
And you like the repositioning, right? Make the play. Now he's
angles.
Back-to-back rounds where he's been able to connect. And honestly, you get the first 2 rounds. First 2 rounds is first bloods to eUnited. Now some starting to come through for Echo Fox as well. Temp able to finish the kill. And now it's all going to fall to Arcades and Pristini, the brother duo, to try and clutch up in a 2 versus 3. Pristini's going the whole way around.
I was saying, what does Echo Fox do in this situation? They have to be a bomb. You have bomb at the archway. You have 2 players inside of red. You kind of see Temp is starting to inch his way towards his teammate, but he's just waiting right now, trying to stay patient. There we go. Yeah, just get it to your teammates, group on up, and they're going to pick up bomb site. You can see number 4, that Saints. He's looking at B. They play it perfectly. Good job by them. They're going to find a wide open bomb plant.
The only thing you really have to work with here for eUnited is a smoke. You have 1 smoke that you can maybe make things messy on the entry towards the site, but a 2v3 retake into B, I don't want to say impossible, but it is very, very difficult to do, especially with the time up against you. But let's see how they play with this smoke. There it goes.
Yeah, but you still have nades from Aqua. That's going to hit both of those players, weaken them up, so they have to stop. And there's 2 more nades from the Echo Fox guys. So now we just have 20 seconds left. So difficult to do. Everybody's going to pop on up. Now it's just Pristini, and he's going to get traded out. And beautifully done by Echo Fox.
How do Echo Fox manage to have so much late round utility with those grenades? That made it impossible.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, what, the 1 kill that they had was a snipe on Temp, so that sort of opens up middle of the street. The other 2 players, Fellow was able to get 1 kill, but Temp was able to trade that out. And then the last 2 sort of pushed their way into red, and I imagine they were looking for some presence in there, and that's when you're going to see those nades. If that guy's top table, you're going to try and nade him out, but they go in, they have it for free, so they had no pressure on them.
Yeah, and I realized they had 3 nades to work with. This round's over.
This one's done, yeah.
Quite a while ago. Temp getting very close to streaks now. He's starting to heat up and get the sniper edge in this one.
I love and hate this confidence, because Temp is basically saying, Clay, I will try to outduel you every single round. The problem is early on it went Clay's way. There's another first blood, and well, Aqua, he starts to turn around. He's on a 4 spree. You also have Temp on a 4 spree, so that momentum.
That's what you need.
Starting to shift.
Aqua starting to come to life will be so massive for this team, and he's starting to do it here now in the game too. Remember, him and Temp working towards streaks in this, and they did get another first blood to their names. Now 3 for both sides. Kaliber's going to have a lot to deal with.
And he's just trying to get his attention, because look at number 4. Yeah, that's Saints on a full flank. Trying to go all the way around. Well, he should have a free kill here on Clay here soon. Clay, might have found a timing, but he's going to find a free bomb plant. Good job by Saints. Great teamwork out of those 2.
Hey, look at Clay. Port number 5 on the minimap. He's just stuck between a rock and a hard place right now.
Yeah, pretty difficult. And, well, he's going to take the one-on-one. Saints, he's not going to give him the kill. There we go. So, actually, I don't know who exactly got that kill, but they wanted it to give to someone on a streak.
Well, you had, what, Aqua and Temp.
Aqua and Temp, so it went to percentage.
The one guy not working on streaks, but they finish it off.
I'm going to stat this a little bit.
Nice comeback here from Echo Fox. Smoked in the opening 3 rounds, now bringing it back. Has there been any major change for Echo Fox? Do you think it's kind of alluded to this?
Well, I think Temp getting sort of his way in the duel with the snipers, that opened up the A street a little bit. And I just think Aqua sort of turning things around, finding those first bloods, because he was the guy getting first blooded early on.
Once again, a sniper duel between Temp and Clay, but oh, sorry. Well, Clay will just have the snipe out. That's an STG. So Temp's put it away for this round. Aqua, first blood, 5 kills in a row. And that's 3 first bloods for Aqua. So yeah, he's literally been dying first or getting the first kill in basically every round.
And we see Aqua and Saints, this duo has worked Restaurant every single time they can. And they do it so well together. Clayster now trying to find that snipe on a Saints. Not able to do so. And here's the rotation from Echo Fox. They're going to find all their nades and to try and see if there's anybody over here. And it is Pristini, but he's in the backside. So as soon as that presence is known, here come the nades from Echo Fox. He gets blown to smithereens, and now you have a 4 versus 2.
Clay did find an STG, but is that going to be enough? Oh my God, somehow gets the kills. Yeah, he gets wall banged, just can't get away for a potential 1v3 clutch. Oh, that got scary for a moment, though.
It did. They were all lining up to him. Saints, I think, was switching weapons and reloading, so he can really...
he was weak.
Yeah, he
was
couldn't
quite
help
weak.
his teammates. Now 4 in a row for Echo Fox, but it's really just the play calls. And I think the biggest thing is the first bloods, right? When the first bloods were going the way of eUnited, they were running away with those rounds. I think it's similar with eUnited now. You're in a position where you're on an offense. Just slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, I think every team that's got the first bloods won the round. I don't think there's been any man-down situation in somebody's clutch to this point.
So we've seen this pretty often. Watch that number 6. That's going to be Fellow with Mountain on, trying to work middle of the street. He's going to have a 1 versus 1 versus Faceno. He's going to back him on down.
I have no idea how he got away there.
I have no idea as well, but he is alive and well for right now, unless Aqua just peeks on out and says hello. And he does.
Finally
There's
drops.
First blood. 4 now for Aqua.
And 6 kills in a row. He's been taken over. We talked about his ability in Search and Destroy, and you're seeing it now. Glide Bomb comes in from Temp.
Still though, 2v2.
Oh my God, what a big round this would be for United. Stop the bleeding and also win a round in which a streak got invested, but it all falls to Pristini now to try and make the play. He turns it into a 1 versus 1.
What? Okay. On attempt now. How does Pristini read this? I love this play. Just trying to work through it. Watching both of his angles. But Temp, he's going on a bit of a wide peek, and there's the gunfight. And Temp just has the positioning over him.
Oh, but Pristini almost rips him off a bomb. Plenty of time for the defused, and that's just God. That's one you really needed to take in a one-on-one for United.
Especially, I mean, Echo Fox gave him 2 1 versus 1s, which you never want to do. I have no idea. We both put our hands up. Why is Saints challenging that? There is no reason for that to even give him the opportunity. Yes, Temp, I'm doing the same thing. Like, why are you pushing him in a 1 versus 1?
Yeah, you just threw your hands in the air. Like, cut it out.
It's a 1v2.
I love Rowdy Joe. He's my favorite Joe. Well,
Take me off.
5-3 now for Echo Fox, and this would be back-to-back games in which the heavily favored team, at least statistically, on this Search and Destroy, could end up dropping it. But now, a much-needed first blood for United. Pristini follows it up with a second as he's now at 8-7. Placer's getting pushed, though. Okay, he's going to have to hit a no-scope or get the hell out of there.
Yeah, now he's just
Run!
From Faceno. He's going to try and stay alive. He does. I was going to point out Temp once again switched up his angle with that sniper rifle. So he actually went towards that A side and actually peeked from Arch. So Clay was actually looking towards that winery building. I mean, if Temp was able to spot him, maybe that first blood goes the way of him. And Temp not always known for his Search and Destroy. What a game out of him. We talked a lot about Aqua. That's really just due to his first bloods. But the sniper of Temp sitting at 10-4. He's had a great game.
And not a lot he can do here. I mean, no, he's like halfway to streaks, but look where Bomb is. I mean, it's at B. You've got complete coverage of it from United. He can just try to pick him off 1 by 1.
Yeah, scoped. I mean, this is exactly what you want it for a situation like this. But as soon as he shoots, he's going to get double peeked. And they're going to hear him. Yep, there we go.
Nothing he can do. Nothing he can do. Just a frustrating round. We've seen Temp now in what? He's been in 1v2, a couple 1v2s, now a 1v4 he has to try and pull off, but you know, he's playing that sniper role, and sometimes that's a guy you're going to find in that tough spot towards the end of the round.
And it's just, once again, the first blood sort of tells the story.
Can eUnited get this to around 11? Just think, if Echo Fox take this, man, this series is going to distance. It's absolutely going to a game 5.
I mean, we'll get to it, but both these guys in CTF, by the way, what? One's 6-1, one's 5-2.
Solid CTF teams for sure. Can Clay hit it again? Oh, he just unscoped.
And he's got temp looking at him as well. So now eUnited, they're going to need a free bomb plan. So they're in a good situation. Echo Fox going to have to try and retake this. Nades go out, I believe. Or at least a couple. Saints now trying to work the flank, and yeah, Clay's going to get caught. So you have a man advantage. Now wait for Saints, right? Just wait for Saints to regroup with you. Buy some time, wait for him. And then as soon as he does, that's when they're going to go. So you have Aqua working the top. He's going to find a kill on Pristini. Arcees has to stop. He gets taken down. Everything going the way of Echo Fox.
A fantastic retake there, and that's going to give them the map. But I thought it was very interesting how different the defense on the B side was from what we saw from Team Kaliber, what we saw from Echo Fox. Like, you heard Accuracy say, when they got somebody into that B site, you saw Kenny get the 3-piece, saw Accuracy get in and find 2, they would shut it down. For Echo Fox, for the most part, they weren't playing in the site. They were playing in red, kind of playing in the back, looking for picks, retaking with nades, and they almost made that look too easy.
I mean, you got to be a little bit frustrated if you're United. You start off 3-0, and it was a very convincing 3-0, but then sort of the adjustments, the tiny adjustments come out from Echo Fox. It was a great game plan as soon as that happened. But Echo Fox able to take, what, a 6-1 after those first 3 rounds, and I think a very important game because you go down 0-2 against United. Yes, they are so good at reverse sweeps, but you don't want that to happen.
Flak Tower, the first map. There's going to be an edge to Echo Fox. They're 8-3, 4-2 for eUnited. So definitely, 2 solid teams on this particular map, but Echo Fox has the edge. It's tied up 1-1. It's the swing game coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Flat Tower CTF is up next. Our series is tied at 1 apiece. eUnited, they take the game 1 comfortably. Echo Fox fight back after going down 0-3 in the search and destroy, and they're able to take it behind some fantastic play out of Aqua and Temp. But now to this particular map. It is a very, very good one for a very good CTF team in Echo Fox. They absolutely have the edge in this. The question is, can they close it out and take the series edge?
That is the question,
yeah.
Right? And again, you're going to a hard point on Arda and Forest, where neither team is too strong, but the way eUnited has looked in hard point, you imagine that favors them. So we'll see if Echo Fox can take that lead, or will it be eUnited again?
It's what, Forest, right? Yeah. Neither team great. 3-5 for eUnited, 2-3 for Echo Fox, so not really their go-to hard points per se. We have seen eUnited with some impressive performances on that map, but overall, just not the greatest stats.
Yeah, and again, when Echo Fox, when they went 6-1 their last 2 weeks, they were 6-1 in CTF. Temp was leading the way at a 1.16, so we keep our eyes out on him. He had a great game, too. It seems like he's really fired up, and there's that sniper start for Arcitys. Fellow gonna find a kill, and, well, that just means Faceno, you're gonna have to try to back on up, or just get 2 kills and force a 1 versus 1.
That was huge. Kills like that in those situations, when you go 3, 4 down off the rip, well, sorry, 3 down the rip, you're that last guy. Finding 1 kill to delay is great. Finding 2, that's a game changer. That stops what could be a push and a score.
Yeah, now RC still has that sniper class, so he's going to find a free kill with a pistol. Now he's going to pick up a PPSH. That's going to give eUnited some map control. Maybe RC's just going for this. He was. But Aqua able to shut him down. And Viceno, the last 2 up, and Aqua felt like Fellows probably stopped shooting right there. But yeah, definitely when he needed to finish.
I thought Aqua was dead for sure. He's getting gifted now after that double negative performance in the game 1. But yeah, he did have a very nice search. So something maybe build a little confidence, and now he's frying. He's cooking. eUnited right now, they're all off spawn. Arcity's first guy to pop. Arcity's, they actually lines them both up. He lines them both up, and he's just gonna wait at the edge. Oh, what was that? Keep shooting your gun.
Well, Clay now watching across, able to find 1. It's just Saints now. What a play out of RC's that pick up both of those kills. We saw, well, Fellow just smashed Saints in the face. But I mean, we saw the strengths of Echo Fox. The reason they're so good at CTF because they had a hell of a push. It was stopped by Arcitys.
Oh, you've seen some brilliant individual moments here from both sides to kind of, it was Vicento early to, kind of stop early pressure. And then Arcitys. I mean, I know he might have misplayed on the 3rd a little bit, but the fact he got those 2, he did enough work. He did enough work.
Yeah, but here's the pressure. Once again, you have Aqua, the main guy. He's going to get shut down. Nice nade by Fellow to slow that down. But, I mean, Echo Fox, they are taking it to eUnited right now. eUnited has been consistently just trapped in their base these past couple of minutes. We'll see if they can get pushed out. Fellow, though, going to dodge a nade. That's going to allow him to get some map position.
Have all the pressure you want, but you have to convert it into a score. And so far, they haven't been able to. And Fellow may have snuck through the cracks a little bit here. He's got a 1-on-1. Hipfire doesn't connect. 3 drop for eUnited. It's going to fall to Pristini. And he does his job thus far. Just finds a kill. And now he's got help off spawn from Clayster. But again, it's Echo Fox that continue to apply pressure throughout the course of the opening 2.5 minutes here in the first half of this CTF. So who's really standing out right now? You mentioned Temp and how he's been great in this moment, but right now slow, 2-6. I mean, he's averaging less than a kill a minute right now, which isn't exactly a start you want, but you could say the same thing for Pristini on the other side.
Yeah, Viceno, though, sort of quietly at a 9-5, double positive performance out of him. But here we go. Here's that first attack out of eUnited. 3 members up for them in a 3 versus 2. Saints, though, able to find 1, but flag is away. That's RC's who has it. Clayster trying to watch over him, but Saints and Temp go big to get that return.
Now you see all the orange arrows flooding across. Here's another chance for Echo Fox.
It's always Aqua. Aqua's that first guy up, and he finds 2 kills, but Viceno takes him down, so you have a 2 versus 2. I mean, if that doesn't happen, maybe this is a score, and RC's is going to find a kill. Temp shut down. That's the worst.
It's just frustrating because if you're Aqua, hey, thanks for finding the entries.
Right.
Now die! As Vicento takes him down. But yeah, another chance for Echo Fox that just doesn't get converted. So I guess if I'm eUnited right now, guys,
happy.
we've survived. We have survived. And now look at this. Think about if you can go in 0-0 to half, but Arcitys gets some streaks, especially after dealing with all this pressure. They might line up for him. The headshot comes in, and Aqua gets melted in the back. That's a glide bomb for eUnited. And they're still here. Clay gets the touch. Arcitys drops, so no more streaks outside of that glide bomb. Clayster he's surrounded, absolutely surrounded as another return comes in. It's just, I don't know. It feels like there have been like 2 moments where eUnited has a good chance to convert, and I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 where Echo Fox had a good opportunity, and they just fall a little bit short.
Yeah, both teams playing some great defense right now. That's why you see that 0-0 score line. Aqua, once again, that first man through finds a kill, but the nade comes in for Pristini. But now it's Temp's turn. He's going to have a 1-versus-1 versus Pristini, but he wins out. The other side of the map, you have Fellow, who's overextended. Actually has the flag out, so now Faceno.
Here we go.
They have a bit of a stalemate, plus the streak on the side of Arcides. But it looks like Echo Fox going to get that return. Faceno, though, still alive. And yeah, this is going to force a streak out of eUnited.
Streak comes in. Aqua gets cleaned up, but the flag is still hot. The next guy's going to be RC. He's able to get the kill, but it is traded. So flag hot on the map right now. The race is in. Fellow's trying to get there, wins the one-on-one, and the return comes through. So we just reset. I mean, the one advantage maybe you had for eUnited going into the second half would have been that glide bomb, but you have to use it there. So we'll go into the half, no scores on the board, a ton of returns for either side.
I was literally going to ask Paradox at the beginning of the round, can we look at the scoreboard and just see how many returns we've had?
When you have games like this, because we've seen like 0-0 score lines where obviously there's not a lot of opportunity, but I don't think opportunity was lacking really for either team by the end of the half. What happens where you just can't convert any of these moments?
I mean, it's just stellar defense. It's really just, hey, a team kill here, a 2-piece that we saw at RC's. I think Echo Fox definitely wants that half back because I think you're attacking the more preferred side. But here we go. Here's the returns. You have 3 and 3. So, I mean, 6 returns already. It's felt like a little bit more, but they've been in some important, positions.
Well, Sniper not going to work this time around as Arcides has Temp's number. 2 kills come through for Echo Fox, and Saints just goes. Saints just gonna go. The nade comes in from somewhere, and he gets tagged up and dropped, and that's a clear for eUnited.
Yeah, what a game Arceus is having, 18-9. Can he add that glide bomb Temp? Get the spot, Clay. But Clay able to win that. Sort of the double STG setup off the start, working out so well. And now Fellow, he's trying to get into a good position. You do have Faceno in the back. The rest of Echo Fox spawn up.
Wait for your STG to get here, kind of look over you, maybe put pressure on the player at back barrel, because it's a very tough gunfight for Fellow. And look at the patience here. It pays off. Faceno comes forward. He has another one-on-one, but Temp able to hold on for now, so the push slowed down.
Well, I was going to say, you love the double STG setup, but you saw what happened as soon as Fellow goes down. The last 2 players are the STG players, and they're just in the middle of the map, just trying to lock down lanes. So the pacing, I'm sure it'll switch as RCs will pull out another SMG. Now it's Echo Fox's turn again. You have Temp, Top Gun, starting to get pushed up. Might have an opportunity. He's going to find one on Clay. That's another one-on-one. Not able to win it. And once again, the defense comes through. And who is it from? It's from Arcides.
Yeah, I mean, it's still probably been tricky to get out, but he wins that 1v1, and it gets scary. Another moment, but not able to come through. Remember, we talked about Temp and Pristini both starting, 2 and 7. Very slow starts from both. I guess Temp's picked up a little bit, but still kind of a nightmare map for Pristini. At least you have Arcides going off at 20 and 11.
Yeah, 3 go down for eUnited. 1 spawns up, but Fellow's going to put himself in a good opportunity. He overextends. He was trying to sneak on through, able to find one. Can he find another or just buy enough time? It's Saints who's trying to get away with his life, finally able to do so. Pristini, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch him. Finally, a flag comes through for Echo Fox, plus some streaks. Here we go, and who is it by? Saints, 19 and 12 on a 4 spree.
They are very good at CTF. They are very good at this map, and it felt like they deserved one. You knew one was going to come through eventually, and it comes through there. They used the glide bomb defensively. It looks like a question mark for you?
A little bit of a question mark. I don't think the pressure was just quite there yet for me, United. I mean, he does find a kill, but now there's 4 dead. So, yeah, you would love to have a glide bomb back, wouldn't you? Instead, you have Aqua in the back. Clayster, though, he's going to get cut down. So the spawns help out Echo Fox, but the pressure's not done. It's on the Saints once again. The last player up. He's chasing this flag here. 1 versus RC. He's able to do it. He's going to get this read.
RC hears him and almost reads it. Almost takes the gunfight, but almost doesn't lead to a score for eUnited. They've got just over 2 minutes here and maybe 60 added seconds if they're able to get a touch down the stretch, but they've got to get a score on the board. Another chance. Assist for Pristini.
3 dead.
Clayster's got the last one, but the nade comes in over the top. I believe that was Aqua that spawned. Aqua just killed everybody. And the grenade assisted in that as well.
Oh my God, and he almost snaps on RC's there at the end as well. So yeah, Aqua finds 3 kills. That was so important from him. Really just the defense, the story of this game so far. Temp trying to get pushed up, but Clayster and Pristini, I mean, listen, if you're United, slow it down a little bit. You have 1:40 to work with, a couple opportunities. You can get 4-man pushes or make it a 3-man pushes. Clayster gonna find another kill. Pristini gonna take the flag to the back, but now he just needs some help, and he might get him out of his brother. Instead, it's Fellow with the pistol is able to find 2. Now a 2 versus 2.
Big 2-on-2 here. Vicento, nice shots. Fellow, last guy up. They're going to be a bit staggered right now. And
That's it.
With this much time, like you only have maybe 1-2 good efforts out of eUnited to try and tie this game up.
Now Clay might sneak though. Clay might have got through, but Aqua, he's going to turn around, and Aqua has been so important for Echo Fox these last couple of minutes.
Think about how much he's turned it around since that map 1. Map 1 comes out so flat, but we've talked about that with Echo Fox throughout the course of stage 2. They go down 0-1, they go down 0-2, and then they push series the distance.
They gotta go, but I mean, if eUnited plays good defense here, and they're doing it, RCS has a pull, so you have 2 players from Echo Fox in the spawn of eUnited. The other 2 gonna come off spawn, pushing that generator side, but it looks like Echo Fox will be able to get that flag away. But at least you get that extra time if you are eUnited. Maybe Temp might get the re right here, might end the game. Fellow, oh, just gonna touch it. But you do have a glide bomb on the side of Saints. Or, well, sorry, Aqua.
That glide bomb. Be what buries eUnited. We got 15 seconds left here, and we'll head to that added time. Pristini tries to get through, but gets caught by the nice positioning there from Temp at home.
I mean, here's a problem in a stalemate. Woo! It's always a 3v4 in that push unless that flag carrier starts to push on up. Temp gonna go and try and get this return. Nades go out. 50 seconds left.
They're coming. 3 players now from Echo Fox are pushing. Vicento's got the left cross. You've got Temp on the right who's stunned up and should be flanked in a moment. But they're struggling to get out of their base, much less put any pressure on the flag carrier and Saints.
Yeah, I think Pristini, he's going to have to go. He's going to go with that flag. They know it. They have to take a 4 versus 4. The last player is Vicento. I leave him. Leave him. Just go. Force this 4 versus 3 while you have it. There we go. Fellow able to find Saints. That's a flag carrier. RC's as well. And here we go. It's going to come down to Vicento on the other side of the map. How many kills can he get? He's able to find 1. But Pristini, we're going overtime.
What a clutch down the stretch in regulation as Echo Fox are stunned. And eUnited get the score.
Wow.
What an insane finish. What just happened there, Joe, at the end?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm not exactly sure how Fellow got the kill on the Saints. I don't know if Saints just wasn't positioned well with the flag or what, if he had no cover, because as soon as that flag carrier went down, you saw the push out of eUnited just work. So here's that replay. So we're going to see Pristini. He's going to win this one-on-one versus Vicento, and that's just going to secure them the flag.
Vicento had a chance. It doesn't look like Pristini really took any damage there.
No.
So I don't know if he has missed some shots after trying to snap from the first player, but I think he definitely had a chance in that. But let's now get into the overtime. What a crucial map this is. Series tied 1-1. This CTF is tied 1-1.
Temp's just going. Temp's going to go for a flagpole. Fellow, though, able to find 2 kills. Vicento trying to stay alive. But this is an opportunity. Temp's going to find a kill. It's going to be a 1 versus 1, but he's getting pinched in the back, so he's got to go. He's going to get shut down.
Yeah, he's in a world of hurt. 2 were flanking from lobby, and obviously Fellow just being alive in that position mid-map makes getting home that much more difficult. United really muster the magic in the final moments of regulation. Did they have another moment in them here in overtime?
Once again, though, the pressure's here from Echo Fox. So a couple of players are up. Fellow and Pristini, they're working Gen Sign, able to find a kill on Vicento, so that'll slow things down a little bit, but they're still trapped in their base, and this is really what we saw in that first half. Echo Fox were really taking it to him. Aqua, by the way, 33 and 21. What a performance out of him, but he's going to get shut down. Now it's Saints' turn. He's going to find 1. Spots the second up top, but does he realize there's a third to his left? No. So eUnited, another stellar hold.
Vicento still has position mid-map with his STG, so they've got to get through him, and Clayster wins a nice gunfight with the bar. 2 now drop for Echo Fox. Pristini will be the first man up on the push. He's sitting at -10, but starting to have some great moments in this OT. First gunfight goes his way. I thought he might have spotted Aqua, but the fact he keeps sprinting there, I don't think he saw his head.
Yeah, but Fellow, now it's his turn. But he's the last one left as his teammates do fall. Maybe just being a little bit annoying. Can he find any more kills? No, Temp's going to clean that up. So yeah, I mean, we pointed out Temp and Precision who are struggling. They're around sort of that same area of 18 and 27, 29.
3v3 now. One player drops from eUnited. Temp has another gunfight victory. eUnited starting to drop in a dangerous position. Here comes the push. Aqua flies in, spots Arcades. Bullets straight to the dome as he picks up the kill, but Fellow and Pristini still there holding. Saints still alive and well, just can't snap the bar, a little bit too tough for him. It seems like there's always just like the push, the kills don't come in fast enough, so there's always like one more guy off respawn for eUnited, and they can continue to hold on.
Oh, I feel like they're relying so much on this guy right here to find 2 kills. Like, he's always the guy going in. He's the entry guy, by the way, and he's 38 and 24 for the most part that we have watched. And once again, he finds 2 kills, gives his team map position. So Aqua.
And all these really,
enough, yeah.
Despite the fact he's plus 14, he's really only gotten the 1 glide bomb. Yep. You'd love to maybe get some more streaks behind a performance like that. We just talk about how many kills are on the board. He is on a 2 streak right now, just roaming mid-map. Pristini picks him up, and now it's eUnited's turn for a bit of offense. I think it looks like they're worried maybe somebody snuck through, because look at that number 8 on the minimap. Arcades is still hunting kind of back at home. Now they realize everything's cleared out, and they can start to apply pressure.
Temp, though, he might just go. Yeah, he's in the go for it. He's in the top gun. The other 3 players at eUnited on the other side of the map. So he might have a potential 1 versus 1. In the back, if he catches his player off guard, oh, Fellow wins it. That was an opportunity. But once again, this is just the first half of overtime. I mean, we're already 4 minutes in, so obviously you want that score, but there's going to be plenty of opportunities.
It's almost not as big of a deal.
Right.
That's a big win from Fellow, though. Because think about that. You're coming off spawn, taking 2 steps, and Timp's in your face. I'm not saying it was really easy for either side of that, but what a big one-on-one.
Here we go, though. Echo Fox are going for it again. Temp finds a kill. But as you said, always one more. Faceno, it just seems like he always gets to the back where, again, he's on a 4 spree, but gets shut down.
Yeah, how many times has Echo Fox got the first entry, maybe even the second, and then somebody steps up on the United? They buy enough time for that 3rd player to pop, or that 1st player, I guess, to pop that dropped.
United, though. Opportunity for them. Oh, he forgot the flag. Yeah.
Missed it.
Definitely need that in this game mode.
Yeah. Capture the flag. Fellows, nice shots at range. There's 3 down. It's all on Saints to make the play. He's already picked up 1 kill. A nade comes in, has to reposition, and he falls. But 1 more guy then spawns in. It's going to be Temp. Nice shots at range for him, making it so difficult for eUnited to get this away.
Run.
But they do have it out. They found a couple of kills behind it. Pristini's just still dancing right now. And it looked like, I don't know. They got stuck there a little?
There might not be extra time in overtime. That's
yeah.
So
good call.
They probably were just trying.
I wonder. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just looking at the flag position. I'm like, where is he gonna go?
I know.
So yeah, I guess in that spot, just try to maybe pick up some kills, work towards streaks, going to the next side. But now 5 minutes.
The golden flag.
Absolutely. These opening kills so crucial. 1 to either side. Vicento backs out a window, but Pristini able to come flying at him.
He's going.
He's got to fight in the back.
Aqua.
Does he hear him? Does he hear him? He doesn't. Apparently, he doesn't hear him. He doesn't hear him. He just runs right in from behind, but just can't dive across. Can't get the angle to get it out. But some nice early pressure there from eUnited in this second half of overtime.
Yeah, and it was just Viceno. If it's probably any different player, maybe he does get that out, because Viceno's the AR player, right? So definitely an opportunity for Pristini. Now Clay just trying to lock them in. Has Temp up top. Nice shots on a Temp. Aqua, though, in a good position, but look at Pristini already. He's going to find 1. It's going to force Saints to back on up. He does, but he's just staying alive, and here's the pinch. Clay on the pinch. Here we go, an opportunity for eUnited. A 1 versus 2, and they find it. And it's just on Faceno now. He might be screwed. You already have Fellow watching the cross, and eUnited, they're going to take this in overtime.
eUnited, they clutch up in the final moments of regulation to push it to OT. In an OT, they get it done. Clay is hyped. And that is a massive, massive victory in this best of 5.
And that is a frustrating one for Echo Fox. Not only do they know how good they are at CTF, but they know how many opportunities they had. They're going to probably go back, just talk about what happened in that final minute. And we know these guys get frustrated. We know. We see it time and time again here at the Pro League. they will stick on a map and talk about it for a very long time.
And just think about how, I mean, outside of the game one kind of made sense if you're just talking about who was favored, what the stats look like. But you go to game 2, the sort of underdog takes that. You go to game 3, it's the same thing. And that's why this is playoffs. You can sometimes just throw stats out the window. You'll have a team 10-0 in a mode, and they can still end up dropping it. This has been quite interesting thus far, Joe.
And again, the performances were there from Echo Fox. The plays were made. I mean, Faceno and Aqua had a couple of great standout performances. It just felt like the defense was too strong for United. All the clutch plays went their way. And yeah, just the end of regulation was so frustrating. They didn't have to push. I mean, there's a couple of different ways we've seen teams play it. Either just sort of lock them in, play that middle of the map setup, or, well, they go for it. Just doesn't pay off.
You'll see the summary of this best of 5. It's been very tight, really, outside of the game 1, which eUnited pretty much controlled throughout the course of it. But God, it was a strange CTF, just thinking about how many chances there were and how long the game actually was, obviously, with overtime. Like, that's a game where you think you're looking at like a 3-2, 4-3 type scoreline. But like you said, just people keep clutching up in those intense moments in the back line when they're the last player up. Time and time again, eUnited survived.
I got to go back and watch that last minute because I don't know how eUnited got that return. Like, I'm not sure of the setup that Echo Fox had. There must have been some miscommunication because we saw Faceno was kind of the last guy left in their 3-man push, and the rest of eUnited just left him. They were like, all right, Faceno is there. We're going to go for this. So I'm not exactly sure what happened on the other side of the map.
Well, it worked out for eUnited, Joe.
Yeah, it did.
They got that score with, what, like 10 seconds left in the extra time?
Yep.
Unbelievable. Well, once again, Echo Fox in a spot where they have to continue fighting from behind to try and push series the distance. When you and I saw this one, I mean, one of the first things you looked at me and go, oh, that's 5 games.
Yeah, crazy game number 3, that double overtime.
And if you didn't hear me mention earlier, if you maybe just joined us, the hard point is going to be Forest. Game 5, if needed, will be Forest as well. And just a reminder, United 3-5, Echo Fox 2-3. So
yeah.
Just not a spectacular hard point for their side. But when you take a look at it, with the way, let's say, the way these 8 players have been playing so far, you favor somebody in this game 4?
I mean, looking at game 1, I think I would obviously favor United because all 4 of them stepped up. But since then, I mean, Aqua's really played extremely well. Faceno had a great game 3. Like, those are your 2 AR guys, right? So that's pretty important going into a map like Forest. Might have our first game 5 on our hands.
It's looking like that could absolutely be the case. Joe and I just had 2 chicken parms delivered, and those look incredible.
I can't wait.
Well, that's what I'll be doing as soon as this series concludes.
Or during this commercial break if we
Well, you see it on the stage, loading in Arden Forest Hardpoint. And remember, you know, if you're not familiar with how this tournament works, it's 8 teams, it's double eliminations. A loser of this, not out of it. They just would have to battle through a loser's bracket gauntlet against the best teams in the world. Not a spot you want to be in, but to be fair, look back to stage 1.
Yep. Faze
going to losers. Faze win the tournament in dramatic fashion. So anything possible at these playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, that was a heck of a run. I mean, it was.
Insane.
You have Rise at Seattle as well, who are able to do it through losers.
Well, that's the first time that's ever happened from that spot, right?
Yes, I was to say, it is extremely difficult to do.
Yeah. There's a long history of Call of Duty esports, and when we talk about first at this stage, it's a pretty wild moment. Well, let's get right into the hard point. Echo Fox pushing from cabin side. We have 2 players actually hit mid for United, want to go on a flank almost immediately, so Temp is going to be a little bit of trouble here. He has Pacento looking over him, but as he falls, everything opens up, and Pristini makes the play. And starts out 3-0.
Look where they spawn right now. I mean, they have them at that deep bell spawn, so now you're going to have a lot of pressure on Clay, a couple players pushing through middle. But Echo Fox able to find the kills. Now it's sort of opposite, right? It just flipped to where the pinch is now for Echo Fox. Not the ideal setup you wanted from eUnited. Well, it was the ideal setup, just the kills didn't go their way. So Echo Fox fight right back on through, but with just 15 seconds left, you're going to see those arrows start to rotate towards the bottom of that mini-map. That's where you can see them going. Pristini does get the scrap time, but you know how I feel about that. I personally don't like that because now Echo Fox is going to have a 4 versus 3 here at Ruins.
It's more like a 4v1 after Tim gets 2 kills. RC is just waiting patiently inside a broken for the help to come from mid-map. They got to go through Temp. Temp, 7-2, rips him with the pistol off the barrel as he's now found 5 in a row. Disgusting stuff from Temp.
Yeah, he lands that nade perfectly, hits a couple of shots, whips out the pistol, able to clean that one up. Great start from him. Let's see if he can find some streaks.
Give me more.
6 in a row for him.
Temp's hungry.
7.
Temp is hungry and he's making the plays. 7 in a row. In the broken. Hipfire still connecting. Almost all the streaks in as he's still dipping, diving, dancing. And there's the last one as he chops him down. 11-2 start. 9 in a row as Temp, as he is saying, Kentucky Fried, just destroying eUnited right now.
The only good thing for eUnited right now is they have it set up to have people already back bunker. Yep, fellow, he's gonna pop up, find 2 free kills. Flybound now being called in, but there's no one to follow this up, so maybe some miscommunication there. But Viceno and Saints, they're gonna get into a back position. Placer, though, gonna win that. Temp now on the pinch, and while he's at 11 in a row, can he make it 12? No, not able to do so.
And that's how you die?
A little too pumped up. That's a little too pumped up.
That's how the streak ends?
But think about this, like, eUnited, if they lock this down, they can be in the lead.
Well, that's what's funny. You know, I'm getting all hyped. I'm having a blast. I'm watching Temp go off. But, yeah, it's still a very, very close game. And obviously, as we learned in that CTF, you cannot count eUnited out of any situation. I think the same kind of goes for Echo Fox with how their stage 2 went. But we'll focus back to the eUnited home. All right, Aqua. Aqua fights. 2 kills in the bag. Nice little jump shot coming out of him. RC did have 4 kills in a row, but not able to turn that into any streaks. Remember, you still have a lot of utility on Temp. He's got the fighter pilot. He has the artillery. And he's got a lot of hipfire kills.
I would say he's just been shooting after he gets kills. Like, this guy is just feeling himself right now. As he finds another one, he's going to push on through. Gets a couple of bullets into RC's, but as we head to East Road, Echo Fox with a 27-point lead. And as you said, you have those streaks. Aqua with some nice shots. He's starting to heat up. He's only at, what is it, 5 and 4? He's on a 4 spree.
Well,
think about this. He's at 18 and 6, and then you have 5 and 4.
Yeah. Tip has been killing everything, and it's been impressive. But how many times have we seen him kill weak players? You know, whether it's been him kind of softening him up with a grenade, or maybe some shots coming in from his teammates. Like, there are a lot of assists on the map right now when you talk about those 18 kills Tip has.
Smoke's starting to go down basically everywhere on this East Road hill. A 5 spree for Aqua. Maybe touches this hill and then backs on up. Has to be careful though. Tried playing that a little bit, I think too over aggressive. I think especially with 12 seconds left, you probably just want to back it up and play that new time. But Echo Fox trying to get a solid setup as we go towards that cave. But a couple of kills start to go the way of United. You do have Temp though in the hill, and yeah, he's winning everything. Able to find another one. But Pristini not able to find that second.
What's it like as a player when you're going against, you obviously know at this point, if you're eUnited, there's a hot hand on Echo Fox. Temp is 21 and 7. Is there anything you can do to deal with it, Joe?
I mean, if it's an AR, you can kind of go the other way, right? Or go towards that other AR. But when it's a sub, he can kind of take it to you. That's what's tough. And actually, Temp's going to call in this fighter pilot as well. They want to extend this lead as much as possible, but he's going to die in the hill. I don't know if I agree with that one whatsoever. You already called the artillery. Take that to ruins. Instead, though, Saints and Temp find some more kills.
Yeah, it ends up working out.
Maybe.
The tail end of this hardpoint is they should get the rest of the time, and Temp is just...
He's 26 and 8.
Absolutely cruising right now. He has more kills than like any 2 players combined on the side of
He almost
United.
has as many kills as his entire team. They are at 27.
That's an unreal performance. Definitely one of the more wild ones we've seen in CTF throughout the course of this year. Can he keep it going, or does he slow down? Is that maybe where eUnited start to get back into things? Just a brilliant hard point out of Temp.
So I was saying though, like eUnited win this rotation, this is probably where you would love a fighter pilot, but Temp's just gonna do it, going to nade. He's able to find 2, make it 3. Nobody can stop this.
He's 30 and
right
10.
now.
He's 30 and 10.
Find another one. No, Clay though staying alive, and Clay able to find 3. So he's gonna slow that down. What a couple of kills that could have been.
And that's big for a person like Clay and also for United. You know he starts to get hyped after plays like that. He can be the Energizer Bunny for this United squad.
If he finds streaks, man, uh-oh.
He's close.
Yeah,
He's close.
just back away.
Is this where the comeback starts?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just get that hard point time in bunker and pick up some streaks, and looks like he's headed that way.
yeah, it's a 50-point lead, but 50 points, we're headed towards bunker. They get streaks. Like
30 just looks obnoxious compared to everything else right now.
31 now. Found another kill.
I'll give him
setup's
another.
there. Give him another.
Clay, though, got the streaks. Used
Let's just watch Temp
towards the
a
front. Can Temp be the catalyst for another break for Echo Fox? Trying to push him through the back, gets weakened up, and Arseny's there to find 2 crucial kills in the back. They keep spawning out. Kevin, look at this flank that might come in. It's Pristini that spawns up and has an opportunity to at least shift the focus of those players of Echo Fox that are focused towards the front of the hard point. Now Clay, a lot of toys to use against Echo Fox here.
We gotta get this guy on the hill. There we go. Able to find Temp. There's still an opening as well from, I believe that's Fire Alley. So there's still an opening for Echo Fox to get in. But yeah, he's going to call in the artillery. He's on a 7 spree right now, and it is just a 10-point game. This is why I would love a fighter pilot at Ruins if I'm Echo Fox. They could have stopped that. They could have killed Clay.
Lead change. eUnited, despite the 33-16 effort at a Temp, it is now eUnited in control. But speaking of Temp, he's going to be in the hard point. The lead will go right back to Echo Fox. Clay playing it sneaky, gets the first kill. Facento can't react in time. You like the trigger discipline out of Clayster, and that's 4 down. Echo Fox wiped off the map, and they'll be spawning out bridgeside, Joe.
Yeah, now look at this setup that you have from eUnited. Temp, once again, wins 1. But I mean, they have this, they have a couple of guys like Cabin Wall. Our season's locking down you. The last player was Facento. He's just touching that hill. That's Saints. But I mean, eUnited right now are just thinking about Cave. They know that's where they can get a big chunk of time.
Got a nice position for it.
Yep.
Got a presence mid-map. You've got Cabin and Bunker both covered. This is exactly what you want if you're eUnited. But it's Temp clearing the way at mid-map. Looking to trade another kill. Oh my Lord in heaven. What did Pristini just do there?
I have no idea. He's just belly flopping everywhere. He's just somehow
looked like
got
a
his
seal.
gun up. Somehow got his gun up, and here we go on the cave now. We might have another lead change once again. Look at where eUnited has Echo Fox spawning out, just so far away. This is the setup they want, but they have to get the kills. We saw this earlier. Aqua able to find 2. Temp with another one. Just can't happen. That can't happen when you get that setup. But still, nobody in the hill right now. Temp trying to get into a good position, but Clay, you talked about it. He's starting to heat up. 26-16 from him.
Clay winning gunfight after gunfight inside a cave. It'll be eUnited in a lead shift yet again as eUnited go back in front, and you still have the fighter pilot and glide bomb on Clay. They can be so big down the stretch. It's Arcees now, though, with 4 kills in a row. He's going to get the 5th and the hardpoint time. He's able to get the jungle, and now he's gunning everybody here on Forest. Streaks aplenty on the side of eUnited, and honestly, that could be absolutely what decides the game when it gets close. They have so many things to work with.
Yeah, we'll see what Arcees decides to do. It looks like he wants to call something in. Tempto on a bit of a flank, not able to find the second. Arcees gonna call the artillery towards that bell, and that's exactly where they all are. He's actually got a kill. So we're gonna have 2 fighter pilots and 2 glide bombs for the side of eUnited. What a change, what a difference.
Remember when I asked you how you slow Temp down? Maybe just streaking the living hell out of the Echo Fox
Never
team.
really even slowed him down. He's at 41 kills, but here we go. It's the rest of the guys that are struggling. Arcee's gonna find 2 with the fighter pilot. They want to get up to 230 points right here at Ruins.
Clayster, 33-17. He's got 5 in a row. Arseny's hasn't slowed down as he's on a 10 streak. Look at the kills for eUnited. It's just they're lighting up the kill feed, Joe. Echo Fox are just sprinting into cover.
Look at Aqua and Facento, the ARs of Echo Fox. Look at eUnited's ARs. Clayster and Arseny's, that duo, both with 30-plus kills. A 60-point lead, but Echo Fox do get in. But hey, guess what? We got some more streaks for you. And after this, if I get some kills, I'm going to have more streaks for you to deal with. Clayster going off.
Clay, 7 in a row. Looking for more. Temp is able to get a couple of kills, but every time it seems Echo Fox have a chance. Another streak comes in. I think Vicento's been killed by 3 streaks in a row, basically, as he's just trying to get position, and there's control to eUnited. If they get a perfect hold here, Joe, they can take it.
Yeah, Clayster, though, okay, so he doesn't find the rest of the streaks, but you do have Fellow here set up, trying to peek through that smoke. Arcees as well. You had Pristini all the way up at cabin wall, but he got shut down.
This could be it.
Yeah, I mean, look how spread out Echo Fox are, but Saints wins a big gunfight, but he gets shut down by Clay.
They gotta get in.
Spawn comes in,
They
and
gotta
yes,
get in.
Echo Fox has to get in right now. It's on Aqua. He has some help from Temp. Temp, the hero that Echo Fox may need. Not gonna happen. eUnited do it.
Clayster roaring on the main stage now. What a victory from eUnited. But I think
Wait, where does Temp go? Oh, he's on this side of the stage.
Tim
Where did he go?
left the building after that performance. Oh my God, he's got to be frustrated.
I think he is. I think that's why he...
Well, think about it. What was the thing we talked about coming into this series? We talked about it on Hot Mic. We've talked about it on Trading Shots. We've talked about it here on the analysis desk. eUnited are very good at hardpoint.
Yep.
Echo Fox are very pedestrian at hardpoint. And you see it there. That was a fun one. I love three things in this world. My girlfriend, Kat, tacos, and effing playoffs.
I love playoffs as well.
Yeah, I left a lot of stuff out there. I like
Yeah.
Joe, I love you.
Yeah, Copper.
Yeah, Copper, he's amazing. He's a wonderful dog. But this has been great. But I can't help but feel like Echo Fox could have won this series. Like if you think about the CTF, they lead throughout a majority of it. It's a late clutch that comes in from eUnited. Temps going off early in that game for a hard point, and things start to slip away at the end. That was a very winnable series for Echo Fox, and a lot of times throughout Stage 2, those really close series, those really close games, that's where Echo Fox was able to squeak it out, but they run into a red-hot eUnited.
Listen, I'm going to keep harping on it. Temp had an incredible game. But Clayster, when he got the first set of streaks, it was at Ruins. The hill before that was at Cave. You had Temp calling the artillery and the fighter pilot.
I have been casting Call of Duty for a long-ass time.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. When he got that three-piece, I brought it up. When Clay has a big play like that and I hear him get loud, I almost know, without a shadow of a doubt, the rest of that map he's taken over. And that's exactly what he did.
Arsenes too?
Well, yeah, okay. Arsenes went on like 100 streak there towards the end. But it is eUnited to get the victory. And we've got Pristini on the main stage.
Thanks, Clint. Tell me about that CTF. Why was it so long? You were just caught up in a stalemate forever and we kept going into overtimes?
I was playing really bad that map. I was struggling to get kills. I felt like I just wasn't in my mode. So for me, it was mostly me. They were playing 3v4, and I'm glad my teammates could handle it until I picked it up, and I ended up picking it up, and we made a play and ended up winning.
All right. The second hard point, you guys made a crazy comeback. How did you do that?
We just kept composure. We knew Donnie had all his streaks. We made him waste them all, and at that point we knew, like, as long as we get one hold, we're back in the game, and from there we took over.
All right, and then finally, before this matchup, you were telling me that SND is your worst game mode, and it looks like you guys are still a little shaky on it. How do you plan to address any issues you're having?
We're gonna go back and watch more film on whoever we play tomorrow and try to counter strat, do all kinds of stuff to, try and counter whatever they do. We're gonna come up with our own strats. I mean, that's what we've been doing, and that's what we've been doing to work on our S&D. So hopefully it all pans out and we end up taking a win tomorrow.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thank you so much for the interview. This has been your PlayStation Instant Reaction. We'll be right back after this quick break.
goodness. Before we went into this series, we said on the desk we did not know what to expect. But do we get a show or what? eUnited going to be able to pull this one down, and we got Clay on the desk to talk about all of it. You know, there were definitely a few moments in that series where we thought, okay, this is it for this map, and I got to give Chance a little bit of credit here. And Nameless, we were in the back, and Chance was just like, oh yeah, Clay's about to come back. When it was 130 to 80, I believe.
Yeah, it was 130 to 80. It was on that Ruins Hill, and he goes, I have a feeling United's going to come back. And then Clay goes on a huge streak, and they come back. So I'm sure
That's my boy.
He can break it down a little bit. But yeah, Chance called that one. That was actually a crazy call, too, because nobody expected it.
Well, let's talk about that map a little bit. I mean, that's one of the ones I'm the most excited to talk about. What exactly did go right for you guys? How were you able to pull down that win?
The force hardpoint I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we started off pretty slow. They had a break that wasn't what they showed on film, so we weren't really prepared for the break that they did because it wasn't what they've shown in their weeks in the league. And so it kind of caught us off guard. We got out-rotated to the second hill. We knew Donnie was he was on like a 10 streak at some point, so we knew he had full streaks. And our mindset when we're down like, 120 to 30 or whatever it was, and we know he has streaks, we're like, we have to rotate to this next hill and make him burn these streaks early. We can't let him hold on to these streaks till the end of the game because that's going to win in the game. So we need to start a comeback now, get a full rotation, make them start burning some of their streaks, rotated to bunker, and just kind of started making the comeback. And then I really wasn't playing good. Like my shot was kind of off, and then I think right at the very end, I really just started picking it up. Like on that Ruins Hill, I finessed my life a bunch. I got 2 or 3 three-pieces, got full streaks off that, almost relapped. And to be honest, I was just getting call-outs from my teammates. Like there was smoke all in the way. They're like, he's one shot, he's pushing you. And I would just like back up, and this kid comes running through a smoke. It's like, come on, man.
Let's jump back to the very beginning as well. I kind of want to get the full scope of this series. Nameless, I know there were a few moments that you wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, on this map one, you guys go into a listen, and it was such good communication out of you guys. And I remember one thing you said, you're like, hey, guys, make sure we get our setup and we play correctly here. And on this bar hill, you guys just trade effectively the entire time. It was just back and forth, perfect plays. You see Pristini getting that nade kill. And then it's just everybody playing aggressively at the right time. Sometimes you'll see a player turtle up, and, there'll be kind of that contest battle. But you guys did an amazing job here cleaning up the kills in the front, as well as getting the kills over towards that lower train area. And it just, you see your team extending your lead here is just fantastic plays all around.
Yeah, we're really talented on London Docks hardpoint, and I think this whole beer hill was determined from me killing Saints underground. Like I played that underground, and he tried to go the full flank, and then I ended up killing him. If he kills me or gets around back there, that whole hill is different.
Everything's different.
So we've practiced actually that specific setup and like having where we had everybody at, and so all of London Docks, I don't know why people still try us on that map anymore. I mean, I don't know why I'm giving tips to the enemy, but London Docks hardpoint, it's our docks, and I was surprised they let it come through the veto process.
Yeah, me as well. I mean, I've seen Pristini go off on that map countless times, and Arstees even, he's stepped it up on that map big time
for sure
as of late. So yeah, maybe you just gave some away there.
Yeah, and then, in all honesty, going in the Samery S&D. Samery S&D has been one of our better S&Ds since this team formed. And yet again, I costed my team with a sniper.
Why'd you use it every round?
Yet again, it's some philosophy I don't really want to go into, but there's a reason for it. It's not like I'm just being brain dead and just using a sniper every round. There's a strategy, there's a philosophy behind it. Donnie was kind of getting a little first bloods with his snipe, and so I knew I had to keep challenging him to keep him honest, because if you let a sniper take over, then you're going to lose the game.
That's true. I mean, you started off pretty good. It's just kind of towards
the exactly. That's the thing is like what we adapted to in that series. Like we went up 3-0, and Tyler knows Facento so well. He teamed with Facento for a long time, and Aqua. So Tyler literally goes, all right, they're going to start playing super fast now when we're up 3-0, and the first thing on defense to hit our mid-map. And like, it was just we didn't adapt quick enough, and then in those clutch situations when we had bomb down or we had number advantage, we just weren't capitalizing. And there was a few situations where if I had an AR instead of a sniper, then we're winning those rounds.
Yep.
So it's one of those things you live and you learn.
That's really interesting to hear about that dynamic with Fellow, but I want to talk about Pristini just a little bit more. Before we jumped into this series, I kind of said he was my personal X factor. I really wanted to see him go off. We did see it. Our play of the game presented by Scuff is going to be Pristini. And do you feel like Preston recently has kind of been that X factor for your team?
Oh yeah, he found his mojo. Like he simply it has that swagger about him. He's full of confidence. Like when you're just like on top of the world and you just know you're gonna shred everyone. That's the level he's at now, and that's the mindset he's in now. I don't think I've heard a negative thing come out of Preston's mouth for the past month, and that's honestly a huge change of mindset. And you can tell by look at this play, like he just absolutely destroyed to get that flag out.
What he did right there was just, you can't teach that. He gets to their base, he just jiggle peeks it, like baits the entire team out. You guys converge, get that kill. hill and he runs the flag home to win the games. Like, that's just confidence in him being able to execute that. Just, it speaks volumes about his improvement.
Oh, 100%. Like, old Preston would just fly out right there.
Yep.
But he literally jiggles it, calls 2 of them out, allows me to flank, and then I help him clean up those last 2, and that's a flag out. And,
it's perfect.
You know, just that having that, like, in his head, like, oh, I'm going to finesse this kid. Like, you know, that finesse. And that's what he finally has, like, going for him is every kill, every movement he has, he's hitting that finesse. And we're all just coming together, man. I love to see it. I mean, last time we 3-0'd Rise, first round of playoffs, so obviously we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. We probably have a really tough matchup tomorrow against Red or Rise. And, you know, we just want to keep it going, keep the good vibes going, get some film review done tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, we talk about fellows dynamic with your opponents here, but also I feel like that's probably something that's been important for Pristini's confidence as well.
100%. Like, Tyler and Preston mesh together perfectly. Like, their speeds are just about the same if Tyler runs airborne and Preston runs armored, so they're right about the level. and Tyler just is pure gas. I don't know if you've ever heard him on stage and stuff, but he's just gassing the whole time. Like, Preston, get that 3-piece, you know, just screaming. So having that vibey player in Tyler, and then the hype from me, and then Preston and Alec having the swagger, it's just, you know, as you saw here, like, we lost the search, but I think all the other maps, even though the CTF was really, really close.
But I mean, you guys were on the defense for like the majority of that match, so being able to win it is huge. And then Echo Fox is a great search and destroy team, so you can't be too mad about that, especially when you know the errors that were going down using a sniper maybe for too long.
Our main issue in all of maps since this team formed has been we can't close out games. You know, the choke United, that type of thing. But now, even though the games are close, we're finally clutching those games instead of losing them. Like that flak, you know, 4 weeks ago, we're losing that 100%. You know, and that for us, once they get streaks off the break and they're up 80 points, we're losing that 100%. But now we have that confidence, that clutch factor, you know, and it shows.
Well, let's watch that. Let's actually watch you guys close out the series here when it matters the most at playoffs. Just such a crazy great. This is right around the point where Chance was like, oh yeah, this is where Clay's gonna go off, and then you did just that.
See me back at a hill, and so the nades can't kill me because I know I'm close to streaks. And we had a guy, Preston, pushed up here. He calls him out weak. I just go back to hill, looking for kills. Yuli just straights out in front of me, and then this kill right here was the biggest one. Nato was coming through smoke. He didn't see me. Tyler called him one shot. I have a little bit of a shaky shot because of smoke, and then I end up getting the kill. I'm one off, and then I just full rotate for streaks.
And what gets scary for teams here in the situation that Echo Fox is in is sometimes they build sort of this lead, right? And they want to bury teams. So they find themselves in a situation where they're over-committing to this Ruins Hill when people don't realize Bunker is like the biggest hill on this map. So you guys just, you know, you're in control of the spawns for the next hill, and you just kind of scrap this one out, make sure they don't get time, and then that's when you make your comeback. You also get those streaks. So it was like the worst timing for Echo Fox to not play for spawns, and then you just capitalize on it. So right there, that's where we're seeing the refinements and the improvements out of eUnited.
When I had 8 bullets right there, I was so scared. I was like close to my, you know, full set of streaks, artillery and fighter, and I only had 8 bullets in my SCG.
It scared me when you guys spawned out on this hill right here. I think once somebody gives up the back or somebody dies in the back, right? Yeah, it was number 8. It was Pristini. He spawns out, but he hits a perfect little pinch there.
And then Tyler jumped in, made Saints one shot, so I could kill him with one of my 8 bullets, which is massive. And then right now, we're just kind of letting it rain. I had a really bad artillery right here. If you look towards Fire Alley, there's actually a gap there. And to be honest, I saw that. But
you go 20-4, by the way, for the rest of this map.
Oh, wow.
You were 18-14. You end the map 38-18. And I'm pretty sure you're already on a 7 streak. So, yeah, you went. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch this one.
You went 28-4 for the rest of this
map. Oh, yeah.
That's what you like to see, right? That's what you like to see. Before that map, we were talking about, we're like, who's getting streaks this map? Like, somebody's getting streaks this map. We're closing out here. We're not going to now.
You just put that on repeat while you fall asleep. That's some good vibes there. I mean, I want to go big picture here for just a second and kind of say that series felt very important to me for both of you guys. Obviously, you don't want to drop to the losers portion of the bracket, but you're 2 teams where we're saying, okay, when they play really well, they're looking like the best teams in the 100%. Game, right? And you guys have really been looking like the best team in the game right now. You come out, now you do have that big win. I feel like all of a sudden you get that much scarier.
100%.
For Echo Fox, though, I mean,
they play Ride or Res now. That's why this match is so important. The loser, so Echo Fox plays the loser of Rise Red, first round and loser.
I mean, that's gonna be. I feel like they're playing against themselves though now too, Nameless. That's the thing that I'd be worried about if I was an Echo Fox fan after that loss in particular. I mean, like you watch those clips and it's like, man, you just dropped 40 to grab an L. Like that is a tough mental place to jump out of. And right now, I want to actually hear what you guys at home had to say as well. We asked you guys on Twitter, we said, okay, like, who do you think needs these wins the most? I mean, looking at the bracket.
Everyone. Everyone.
It's playoffs, baby. Everybody needs it.
Hey, man, we want everybody at home to have an easy question to answer, all right, Nameless? Not everybody's going to be you up on the desk with the 200 IQ answers, but we said, which team need Stage 2 playoffs the most using that hashtag PS4. CWL PS4. Man, I can't even get the hashtag right. Let's see what the first person had to say. Corn Relish.
Let's go, Corn Relish.
Says, think eUnited because they've shown they can beat the best, but they need to win to show that they can beat the best. Hashtag CWL PS4. Do you
The
agree
other
with Corn Relish?
1,599 corn relishes were taken.
Yeah, that is a tough hat to get, man. That is a tough hat to get. But do you agree with the man himself, Corn Relish 1600?
Yes and no. I think that winning tomorrow is going to be that statement match for us. I think if we can make it to winners finals and beat Red or Rise, I think that's going to be the match that determines, because I think all of us, I mean, I don't want to sound egotistical. Obviously, we didn't underestimate them.
Yeah.
But we expected in ourselves to beat Echo Fox.
That's fair.
We know in this Red Rise match, it's going to be like 50-50. Like, it's going to be whoever plays better, whoever makes some more clutch plays, whoever makes some smarter plays. And so I think tomorrow, if we win that match, I honestly think we're winning the tournament.
The second one was I'm Zombie saying it was Rise who needed it the most. And I have never, we've actually used I'm Zombie's tweets during that segment quite a bit. Never been wrong. I've actually never disagreed. I feel like Rise definitely really does need it right now. I mean, they're in a little bit of a slump for what this team's been doing this year.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of, the last 2 weeks, a lot of people are starting to doubt Rise Nation and Red Reserve. Nobody doubted them. They started to play amazing towards the end of their division. So I think if Rise were to beat Red in that round one, it might give them that confidence and that championship caliber, that we know Rise can be. They can just ride the momentum for the rest of the tournament. So it's definitely an extremely tough round one matchup. It's a finals. We've seen both those teams in the finals before. So whoever wins that, they might be able to use that momentum. Yeah, because Rise, you've been the bane of Rise all season long. So
I hope Rise wins, and then we're going to go down 0-2 tomorrow. How scared are they going to be when they're up 2-0? They're going to be shaking
I think that,
in their boots.
They might be happier if it's 1-1.
Seriously, I think they would rather it be. We could talk about Rise quite a bit. Also, we could talk about Optic quite a bit, saying that Optic needs to win. I mean, how crazy is it that they could move out of this title without pulling down a championship?
If they lose their first round matchup, especially to Faze after losing that, in stage 1, it would just be like, the fans would be like, why did you make the change? The same outcome happened. So Optic absolutely need this win. I've seen people saying that they're a regular season team, stuff like that. If they were to lose this match, it would be terrible for this roster.
If they don't win a tournament this year, this will be the first time Crim and Scump haven't won a tournament in a title.
Yeah, there's only
there's only 2 left, and they're the big ones. And so, like I said, when that Optic team first formed, it's Octane and Methods are going to have to be able to weather the green wall and how toxic they are. Or not the toxic minority.
I know what you mean.
Toxic minority.
The vocal
toxic minority.
The vocal minority is always going to be toxic. It doesn't matter where the fans are coming from, what organization they're behind. It just happens.
And I think that they did a really good job of their weeks in the league and getting that first seed and whatnot. And so I think that was some confidence. But, if this match doesn't go the way they do and Faze wins their first winners bracket match all year against them, that's going to be bad.
Stylistically, Faze is a terrible matchup for Optic Gaming, which is why it's so